Hello everyone, welcome back. As you can see, I am barefaced, and that means that I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial for you. This is going to be a 10 to 15 minute fall glam makeup look. Now don't be scared by the term glam. This is not a difficult makeup look. So many of you have asked for this type of video. Whenever I do quick makeup looks, they're always, I'll be honest, pretty basic, and many people love that, but some of you want to be a little bit more glam on a daily basis, but you don't want full glam. Hopefully that makes sense. This look is sort of a middle of the road glam. Actually, I'll show it to you right now. So this is the completed look, and now I'm going to show you exactly how to achieve it in 15 minutes or less. This video is in partnership with Nordstrom. I love working with them. Nordstrom has quickly become my favorite place to shop for makeup. I love doing their curbside pickup. I utilize that several times a week. Sometimes my 17-year-old son helps me out and he will do the pickup for me. And they have such a wonderful selection of beauty products, from Too Faced to Tom Ford and everything in between. Nordstrom has got it. Okay, so I am going to zoom you in and we will get started. For this look, I wanted to use some products that are new and some old favorites that I still think are absolutely fantastic. And one of those is this Trish McEvoy Beauty Balm Instant Solutions. I think you can tell I need a new one. In fact, I hope there's enough for me to do this application. This product is great when you're in a hurry because you can use it as your foundation. It will even out your skin tone, as you will see momentarily. It's also a primer, a brightener, a hydrator, and it has SPF 35. And this can be applied just with your fingers. Oh, I hope there's some in here. Oh, there is. Okay, there's enough for at least for today. So I just apply it like this. You can see already how much better my skin looks. It gets a little red from rubbing, but in a moment you'll see that it did neutralize my redness. It smoothed the look of my pores. Now I have very oily skin, so this works for me as a daytime moisturizer. It might not be the best choice for someone who does have very dry skin. I'm sure a lot of you out there watching that do have very dry skin are going to need something a little bit richer even during the day. But if you have normal skin, combo skin, oily skin, this can be your all-in-one moisturizer, primer, and sunscreen. Now, of course, I could just leave my base like this and start working on my eyes and concealer and all that. But if you know me, you know that I like a little bit more coverage. So I'm just going to use one of my favorite foundations ever, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And I'm just going to put a little bit here, 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 and here. Maybe a little bit here and a little bit here. And I am just patting this in. I went with this foundation because it does last all day, and a lot of you have requested that I show how I apply this foundation, because I have heard from some people that they do struggle with the application, that it sometimes will be too heavy or they'll think it looks a little cakey. But if you apply it like this with a damp sponge and using a small amount, you're going to get beautiful, flawless coverage that lasts all day, that is not heavy and cakey. Up next is the new and Nordstrom exclusive Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Concealer. I ordered mine online, and thankfully I guessed my shade correctly because this works perfectly. I use shade 2N0. I really love the plush applicator on this. This is a medium coverage, waterproof, buildable concealer. It contains hyaluronic acid. It smooths, moisturizes, obscures redness on the face, dark under eye circles. I have to be honest with you, I did not want to fall in love with a Tom Ford concealer, but the results speak for themselves. I've been using this concealer every single day for a week, and the more I use it, the more I fall in love with it. I do not get any dryness underneath my eyes. It doesn't settle into fine lines. I don't even need to set it with a powder. It just stays, and a little bit does go a long way. I love the consistency of it. I just put a little bit in this area right here, and then it blends out so easily and just gives the most amazing coverage. I can apply my concealer in 20 seconds flat. It's incredible. I love to use it around my nostrils too because I have a lot of redness in that area. And now I'm just using a little Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder in shade 2 and dusting that through my T-zone and on my lids because I did apply a little bit of that concealer as an eyeshadow primer. Now when I'm in a hurry or for everyday makeup, I don't spend a lot of time contouring, but I do like to use a bronzer as a method of warming up my face and also giving my face a little bit more structure. We can call it a light contour. So for that, I am using the NARS Matte Bronzer in Laguna. And I am just applying this in the areas that I would bronze normally. I do focus a little bit more underneath my cheekbones to give a more sculpted look. And then I go up into my hairline, a little bit down here. And then I went a little bit down the sides of my nose to slim it. I would say that my skin prep and my base and my brows take the longest. After the brows are done, we're going to coast through the rest of this tutorial. For my brows, I'm using the Hourglass Arch Brow. And then I'm setting them with some Brow Fix from Charlotte Tilbury. For my eyes, I am using an eyeshadow palette that I have not used in a while, and I have no idea why because it is so beautiful. This is the Urban Decay Naked Wild West eyeshadow palette. I'm pretty sure this palette came out in the spring, but I think it's perfect for fall. I'm just taking a fluffy brush and going into the shades Ghost Town and Whiskey. I'm just tapping my brush into both. And I am running that all through my crease and onto my lid. This is just very quick, very messy, but when you just spend maybe 30 seconds blending, it's going to look just fine. These eyeshadows are so good. They blend so easily. I mean, look at how nicely that blended. So I'm all blended out. Then I'm also going to take a smaller brush and run that same combo along the lower lash lines. By the way, I do have another tutorial using this palette, and I use this beautiful turquoise shade in that tutorial. And I can link that in the description box if you're interested in checking it out and seeing how I used some of the other shades in this palette. And now with a flat brush, I'm going into Standoff and putting that right underneath my brow, underneath the arch of my brow. And now using my finger, I'm going to go into this beautiful gold shade called Hold'em. And I'm just really pushing my finger in there. And then I'm pressing it onto my lid. So this step to me is what's giving this everyday look the glam factor. A slight soft glam effect. And this is honestly one of the prettiest golds I've ever used. And I'm also going to run some of that gold along the lower lash lines. So everything I've done on top, I've also repeated on the lower lash line. And I think something else that takes a look up a notch, making it a little bit more glam, but still suitable for every day, and it can be someone's signature look, and that is a winged eyeliner. I go through phases. Sometimes I love to do a winged liner. Sometimes I struggle with it. Lately, I have been loving it again because I do that Katie Jane Hughes technique that I've done other videos on. If you don't know who Katie Jane Hughes is, she is an incredible makeup artist, and she does this method of winged liner for hooded eyes that gives you what she calls a bat wing, and I'm going to show you now. Again, I have a whole video on how to do that type of eyeliner, but I'm going to show you again right now. So for this, I'm using the MAC Brush Stroke Liner in Brush Black. And the first thing I do is I make the wing. And then what you do is with your eye open, you bring the liner across. Hopefully you can see what I did there. So with my hooded eyes, you can see I have a fold there. So I just draw the line over the fold with my eyes open. So when my eyes are open, it looks like one straight line. And then I raise my brows and I fill in that outer area. And then I go back and line all the way across. So while it looks a little bit strange with my eyes looking down, look at it straight on. It looks like one continuous wing. Now I'm sure some of you are probably thinking, Risa, why are you putting this in a 10 to 15 minute makeup routine? Well, the answer is once you get this technique down, once you're proficient at winged liner, it is so easy to do and it takes no time at all. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes, apply some mascara. And the mascara I'm using is the Charlotte Tilbury Push-Up Lashes. The only thing left to do is cheeks and lips. And for my cheeks, I'm using another old favorite. This is from Chanel. This is the Rose Petal Blush or Rose Petale. This is honestly one of the most perfect blush shades I have ever owned. And for my lips, I'm using a combination of Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk Medium Lip Liner and the Supermodel Lipstick. If you would like to add a little bit more glow, what I would do is I would use my Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, and I just take it right from the wand. Put a couple of dots right here, blend it in, and you get this beautiful, naturally glowing look. I almost forgot the setting spray. This one is my favorite. It is from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It smells amazing. It works amazing. For those of you that are still skeptical that this can be achieved in 15 minutes or less, I truly feel that with a little bit of practice on the eyeliner, this too can be your everyday go-to fall look. And keep in mind, you can use liquid liner, you can use gel liner, you can use a pencil liner, you can use an eyeshadow as liner. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, all of these products can be purchased at Nordstrom. That is where I will have them all linked to down below in the description box with the shade names. I will also have the super cute and comfy bodysuit linked, which is also from Nordstrom. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and join the Risa Does Makeup family. We would love to have you. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.